What do you think of the statement, "You owe your children everything, and your children owe you nothing"? I think it is a true statement because your children are brought here out of your choice. And you need to be prepared to take care of them. Nonsense. Like I tell my kids, I brought you into this world. I can take you out. Now go make your bed. I'm not a maid. And for those who might not get the dry humor, yes, I'm making a joke. But in truth, I think parents owe their children love and safety, physical, mental and emotional. I think children don't owe their parents love and respect in return, in the sense that it's an obligation. But I do think that when kids are given what they need, they thrive, and that love they feel for you is the reward that good parents receive. It's true. Parent-child is an inherently unequal relationship. Remember to put on your own oxygen mask before trying to help others, isn't just good advice for airplane travel. You owe your children everything until they are adults who are able to take over providing for themselves. I agree with it from the point of view of how parenting is supposed to be. Children don't ask to be born. Children don't choose their parents. Children are always innocent in that equation. Taking caring of them isn't a favor. It isn't a contract. They exist because of you. So their care is a responsibility squarely on parents' shoulders alone. So, you owe your children everything. And they owe you nothing. To reject that is to imply your children have to earn your care. And do you know what words we have for situations where you put somebody into a situation yourself, and then demand from them things in exchange for taking them out of it? There are lots of words. Extortion, blackmail, abuse. You will never be on the right side of things if you reject your responsibility and its ramifications. At best, all we can do is hope we're worthy of our children choosing to repay us. But we can never demand it from them. Me thinks the "oh" part in both cases is wrong. "Oh" tends to make it sound obligatory, which isn't true in either case. Parents to kids or kids to parenta. When it is done out of love, it doesn't feel obligatory. You do it because it also makes you feel good. Not just the other person. Technically speaking, I don't owe my kids anything except keeping them alive, i.e. fed and safe. But any parent will tell you, that's not how any relationships work, especially parent-child. You do a lot of things for your kids out of love. Out of wanting them to have the best of everything. And when the kids learn this, once they are adults they will reciprocate. They don't have to visit the old parenta or take care of them technically, but they will inherently. Because that's what they saw growing up. Every human relationship is give and take, and there are no mandatory dos and don'ts. But parent-child relationship is more like, what you sow is what you reap. I think it's okay. I think it goes both ways. The parents did bring a child without the child's choice, but out of the parents' choice. So you do owe them near to everything. Until they are 25. Children, though it was not by their choice, still owe their parents for providing not just the basic needs for survival, but even more than that. Toys, games, amusement parks, trips, school, good food, etc. Not all children get the same treatment, I know, but that is the average. I think the relationship should go both ways, but not as owing each other, but out their own desire and heart. That is a healthy relationship. I think it's okay, but I feel like this changes once they're adults. As long as I'll always love them and care for them unconditionally, I deserve to be visited for my birthday or getting a call here and then. If I'm being a shitty parent, I don't have any right to expect anything. It's about how you bring 'em up. This determines what you can expect. I agree with the latter, but not the former. You owe each other what you earned. In my family, respect was the goal. You earned it. You assessed the need appropriately and you gave it where it was due. So, we assessed, owed, received and paid respect. Everything stemmed from that value. I think it's a representation of my generation's extreme black and white way of thinking. An obvious falsehood. Barring exceptional circumstances, families share obligations to each other. You owe them everything until they're 18. Sounds like a good way to create entitled brats. Not really true, since you can cut them out of your will and leave them nothing. It's true in a sense. Yes, parents do owe their children everything for bringing them into this world. However, a child should realize and be grateful for the hard work and effort parents put out to give them the best lives they can. To say that the parent owe their child everything throughout their lives leads to abuse. Coming from the child specifically. Elder abuse and manipulation is a thing. And a horrible one at that. Well, first of all, I didn't ask to be here. And if I had a choice, I wouldn't have chosen to. So for my parents to bring me into this shitty wood and expect me owe them something is absurd.